Okay, so what is Fairfield DD and how did it get started?
So we are the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities. And in Ohio, every county funds their DD system uniquely. So where in some states, it might be a whole state that does their DD system. In Ohio, we have 88 counties, and we are the Fairfield County version of that. So Fairfield County is one county southeast of Columbus. So we are um, almost a suburb of Columbus at this point of our city or of our state capital. But we have a variety of folks in our agency. We were kind of created in the county board system in Ohio was created in the early 60s by parents of individuals who had developmental disabilities. They really just wanted their kiddos to have a place to go, to have those services that they needed and have a place to be included in the community. And so it was kind of a push in Ohio that county boards got started. And then eventually in the 60s, there was legislation that did that. We've gone through lots of different names. It was mental retardation, and that was MRDD, and just all different kinds of, iterations of who we are today.
Mm-hmm. So tell me a little bit about what are some of the services that you provide at your organization?
So we can support somebody who has a developmental disability through their whole life. So we have early intervention services through Help Me Grow in Ohio. So an individual might just have one area of developmental delay. So that might not mean that they're going to be part of our system forever. We have lots of kiddos who actually graduate out of our services by the time they go to kindergarten, whether it be like a speech or OT kind of thing. And then from then on, we do service coordination. So we have case managers, we call them individual support coordinators, that work with the families to figure out what that individual wants, and to really try to have that supported decision-making conversation all throughout a person's life, so that that person is the center of whatever we're doing, instead of just somebody pushing some papers.
Mm-hmm. So what are some of the stakeholders that you partner with closely in your efforts?
So we actually work with a variety of agencies. So we bill Medicaid. So we work with the federal government, we work with the state government, and then we work to try to do wraparound services with all the community partners in our area. So Job and Family Services, Ohioans for Opportunities with Disabilities. That's like workforce development. We partner with Child Protective Services. We partner with the school system. So we actually do run a school. We support about 50 students in that school, but we work with the community schools to figure out how they can support those students better. To kind of give you an idea, we have 50 students and 2 full-time nurses. So the students that we're supporting have some pretty intense medical needs and potentially some speech and therapy kinds of needs as well. So a lot of them are using assistive technology. And so we're working with the schools in our community to try to help them kind of figure out what they can do to help those students in their neighborhoods instead of coming to our school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if you could talk a little bit about the impact that your organization has on the disability community, that would be great.
Absolutely. So we try to be an invisible impact, to be quite honest with you. We want to be there when we're needed, but not if we're not needed. If somebody can live their life and live on their own, or live with natural supports or with a roommate, and they don't need us to be there for them all the time, we want to be able to empower those individuals to live that life that they want. And so we've really tried to focus on our mission, which is creating a vibrant community where people live fulfilling lives and make meaningful contributions. So we don't talk about disability in that. We wanted to really focus on doing that for all people, because folks who have a developmental disability are just like everyone else. We all have things that make us unique in our community. And so we've really worked to partner with agencies across our community and with groups across our community to not have segregated, oh, well, everybody's just going to go to this day program over in the corner and they'll just live a happy life in these 4 walls. We want them to be part of their community. If you want to be part of an artist community, let's find it. If you want to learn a skill, let's do it. If you want to get your driver's license, let's figure it out. So we really try to be there for whatever we need, but then if somebody's doing it good on their own, then to not have to be there.
Mm-hmm. Lastly, how do you go about creating inclusive and welcoming environments for people with disabilities?
It's a hard thing to do because sometimes people in the community don't know even what to do or what to say or how to ask or how to be, be inclusive. And so we have a lot of conversations around the language that is used, around the, not having secluded classes or not having a special whatever. An example would be our Kiwanis in our county used to have a club called the Action Club, and it was for those who wanted to be civically minded but had a developmental disability. They disbanded that last year, and those members are just Kiwanians now. Everybody attends the same meeting, everybody hears the same information, so they can just be included. If that's what they want to do, then that's where they should be. So we really try to have those conversations, and it takes a lot of conversation, and it takes, we really have to, every time somebody sends something to me to post on our website or to promote, we really have to take a deep look and say, okay, is this furthering our mission? Is this going to help somebody feel more included in our community? And sometimes we have to go back and say, this doesn't quite fit what we're trying to do, but here's a way that you might be able to change it next time to be able to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are some important points there.